Look, first, I really think that it's the big question of our time. And then, as people coming from religious traditions and coming from, the monotheistic traditions, but not only the spiritual traditions from the Asian countries, and also the more traditional African, South American traditions, there is something which is quite important in our world today. It's for all of us to come back to the essence of our teachings. And they're all about ends, goals, purposes, and meanings. And our world today is really lacking something which is applied ethics in economy, in politics, in our daily life. So a consumerist society could give us lots of money and anything which has to do with havings. But our time is really about what do we want to be. So if we are serious about our respective message, there is no way but to work together and to understand that we have much more in common than differences. It doesn't mean that we have to remove or to forget about the differences. We need two things. It's really a self-critical approach within our tradition between what are the values that we have and what is done by our fellow Christians, Jews, Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus, and even African traditional spiritualities. This is a critical thinking, which is the only way for us to get one thing, which is humility. Humility is not coming from comparing with the others, because this could be arrogance. Humility starts with your own understanding that you are very far for accomplishing the teachings of your own religion and your own tradition. With this, you come to something which is a second step, which is, but I am not alone. There are other traditions, other faiths, and they also are struggling with the same challenges, and they are also providing us with answers when it comes to, global warming, ethics, being, respect, solidarity, justice. Other traditions are saying the same. So you come with something which is, I'm not perfect. I have to struggle with the own failures within my own religious communities. And I'm meeting people with other religions, other faith, other principles. They struggle with the same challenges, and they are also providing us with values and purposes and ends and hopes. And I think that this is something which is quite important, this combination between humility and respect. Knowing that our world today is in need of, the ethical questions and the ends. Why are we doing what we are doing? What do we want to achieve? Are we talking about only having, so are we talking about peace and well-being and inner peace, not only peace, which are constructed between people? So I would say that there is no way for us today to come with this intention, but I wouldn't say it's only to be open to the others. And this is the problem sometimes I have with interfaith dialogue, is that we are open to the others, but we lack this connection with what is happening within. And while we come back to what is happening within, we can build bridges. So by knowing the dynamics within the communities and the religious communities, we can also build bridges with others. So I would say we have no choice. This is an imperative of our time. But sometimes we also have to be dedicated and committed, and we have to be serious. It's not a question of dreaming, it's a question of being committed. It's a question of, priorities that we have today. And if we have to give something to our world, is not to idealize religions. Religions have to do with human beings, and human beings can be very, very, disappointing to deal with human beings. But we have to go through this educative process of, us as we are, what we want to achieve, and knowing that we are dealing with other religions, and with humility and respect, we can be committed.